Hey guys, what's up? It's TDRP Cubing here, and today we have a really exciting 5 cube unboxing. So the first thing I'd like to do is give a big thank you to SpeedCube Shop for shipping this order in 2 days early. That is just really amazing, and this isn't the only time SpeedCube Shop's done that, so I definitely want to thank them for that. And another thing I'd like to do is give SpeedCube Shop a second thank you for this cube right here. This was a promotional cube, and I got it for free along with the rest of the order. This is my second ever Lego Rubik's Cube, and unlike the other one I have, this one came in black plastic, which is really cool. I honestly had no idea I'd ever be getting it because I already had one, so I definitely want to thank SpeedCube Shop for that. And so for the first cube I'll be unboxing, I will be trying out this Lego Rubik's Cube. As far as I know, this is the same as the one I have, but just a different color plastic. And this one also has the correct color scheme with the tiles. And also, since I have technically unboxed this cube before, I won't be doing too much with it in this video. I'll just be putting the tiles on it and trying it out a little bit, but the overall amount of time I'll be spending focusing on this cube won't be very long. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the tiles on it. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin. Looks like it came with an extra tile. Alright, and the cube is all tiled up. I've gotta say, this Lego cube looks way nicer than my other Lego cube. Alright, so let's get into first turns. I expect it to feel about the same as the other one. Yeah, roughly. This one feels a little bit more sandy. Yeah, this one feels just a little bit nicer. So yeah, that's about it for this cube. It looks really awesome, and I'm glad I own it. Alright, so for the next cube, I'll be unboxing the new MOYU RS4M. So it looks like it came with an accessories box, and the cube itself, along with the really cool MOYU cube stand. Alright, so here's the cube. It feels a little bit slippery. So let's get into first turns. Wow, this is actually not that bad. Little bit tight. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit too tight. I'll definitely loosen it after the unboxing, after I film it. Other than that, it's not too bad, actually. It's definitely locking up quite a bit, and I think part of that is because it's too tight. Although I have heard in other videos that this cube isn't actually that good compared to the other 4x4s out right now. So it could just be naturally locky on its own, even if it is loosened up. But right now I think it's because of the tensions. It still feels pretty good though. I don't really like the slippery feel on the outside of it. That doesn't really resonate well with me. I mean, I've had other cubes with a slippery texture before, but this cube seems to be especially slippery. Alright, the inner layers turned pretty well. Alright, so let's test out the corner cutting. So this will be 1 cubie. Alright, it cuts that pretty well. Let's do just a little bit over. And it's a lot harder to do that. So I'm just going to do 1.5 cubies. And it can't cut that. Okay. And then reverse corner cutting. Alright, reverse corner cutting isn't that good. And now let's try out the inner layer corner cutting. Alright, so it does half a cubie pretty easily. And it does just a little bit more than that. But a full cubie, can't really do that. But if you do a little bit less, works out just fine. Pretty effortless. So yeah, this cube is actually not too bad. I'm actually kind of liking the feel of it a little bit. I think once the tensions are looser and once I do some setup on it, it should be feeling really good. So yeah, that's about it for this cube. Alright, so heading on to the next cube, I will be unboxing the new GAN Pyraminx. There were 3 options, I think, for this cube, and I just got the standard option. So it came with a couple of pamphlets. Alright, so here's the cube. It looks really cool, so let's get into first turns. Wow, that is actually really good. I have a good feeling about this cube. Turning on it is really effortless. Tips feel nice too. Wow, This is actually really good. Feels a little bit slow, which I don't really like too much, but other than that, it feels pretty good. Maybe not quite a main contender yet, but definitely a backup main contender. I see this cube having quite a bit of potential to become my backup main, although right now I'm not so sure. This is actually my second ever GAN puzzle, and yeah, it feels pretty good actually. Definitely not bad for first impressions. Now heading on to the next cube, I will be unboxing the new GuoGuan Xinghen TSM 2x2. I'm really excited about this cube, mostly for the size changing feature. Came with this tool right here. I'm pretty sure this is the size changing tool. Couple of Moyu cards and a pamphlet, screwdriver, some extra magnets, and of course the cube. Alright, so here's the cube. Let's get into first turns. Alright, not bad. Actually feels pretty nice right off the bat. I'm not sure exactly what size setting it's on now, but it seems like it's on the smallest setting. And honestly, the smallest setting for me isn't that bad. I actually kind of like it. Wow, this cube actually feels pretty nice. Corner cutting on it is pretty effortless except for up to right here, but other than that, corner cuts pretty effortlessly. And yeah, this cube feels pretty good. Alright, so now it's time to test out the new size changing feature on this cube. So I think this is how you do it. I honestly can't tell how you're supposed to do this. I think you pop the cap off. Alright. Oh, I think I just figured out what this thing's for. I'm pretty sure this is just supposed to be used to get the caps off, and you turn this by hand. Alright, so now I'm going to take all the caps off, and then I'm going to change the size. This is how you do it. Alright. Alright, so it looks like I was able to get the size changing feature figured out, and now it's time to test out the cube on the larger setting. Alright, not too bad. It does feel a little bit weird in comparison to the smaller setting because the pieces are just a little bit farther apart from each other, so that feels a little bit strange to me right now. But I think once I adjust to it, it should feel fine. I actually don't mind bigger 2x2 since they're not that big to begin with, but I think right now I do prefer the smaller setting. But other than that, this cube is still pretty good on its own. And for the last cube, I will be unboxing the new YJ MGC 7x7. This is the cube I've been the most excited to unbox. So it looks like it came with an accessory box. Alright, so here's the cube, and let's get into first turns. Alright, actually really good. Wow, this is not bad at all. So far, as first impressions go, there doesn't seem to be much wrong with it that really stands out right now, like whatsoever. This has definitely already replaced my backup main. And this is actually my second ever magnetic 7x7, so that explains a lot. Alright, so the second layers feel really good too. Almost the same as the first layers, but a little bit slower. And the third layers, of course, feel the slowest out of all of them, but they still feel pretty similar altogether. So it seems like the magnets are at a medium strength, which I actually really like. And the second layers actually have just slightly stronger magnets than the first layer. And the third layers have the strongest magnets out of all of them, but just by a little bit, which is pretty nice. Wow, this is really, really good. Already a main contender. Corner cutting's pretty good. Alright, And yeah, this cube is really amazing already. And I definitely think that this cube will improve quite a bit through setup and just regular break-in too. But yeah, this is a really good cube right out of the box. So that, guys, was the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, then make sure to ask them down in the comments below. Besides that, have a good day and bye. See you next time.